Good news, your favorite celebrity probably did not endorse that miracle crypto scheme. Bad news, it might have been AI. From deepfake political speeches to scam calls mimicking loved ones, artificial intelligence has blurred the line between real and fabricated. But now, the IT ministry is stepping in with some very real consequences. Starting February 20, 2026, AI-generated content won't just fool you, it will have to label itself. Here's a closer look at what the new rules mean and what they say. So, the IT ministry has introduced stricter compliance norms for platform hosting AI-generated and synthetic media. The key provisions include: number 1 is mandatory labeling of AI-generated content. Platforms must ensure prominent disclosure labels on photorealistic AI-generated images, videos and audio. Synthetic or manipulated media must clearly indicate that it is AI-generated. The label must be easily visible, not hidden in the captions or fine print. Next is a faster takedown timeline. Illegal, harmful or sensitive AI-generated content must be removed within 2 to 3 hours of receiving notice. This is a significant reduction from earlier longer compliance windows. Applies to content involving misinformation, deepfake, impersonation, defamation, morphed sexual content, national security threats. Another key takeaway is loss of safe harbor. Platforms that fail to comply risk losing safe harbor immunity under IT laws. This means they could be legally liable for user-generated unlawful content. Compliance responsibility now becomes stricter and more enforceable. It also includes accountability for intermediaries, where social media platforms and intermediaries must deploy detection mechanisms, grievance redressal systems, faster response infrastructure. When will this be effective? The new rules come into force on February 20, 2026. AI-generated content has already caused significant damage globally and in India. Deepfake videos of political leaders have influenced public perception, while morphed and manipulated images have been used to target women and minors. AI-powered voice scams have impersonated family members to extort money, and synthetic identities have enabled sophisticated financial fraud. False communal narratives have been amplified during sensitive periods, heightening tensions, and manipulated media has steadily eroded trust in credible journalism. At its core, the greatest damage is the erosion of trust. When people can no longer distinguish between what is real and what is fabricated, democracy, individual reputations, and social harmony are all put at risk. The new rules are expected to benefit citizens by introducing clear labeling of AI-generated content, which reduces deception and helps people distinguish between authentic and synthetic media. Faster removal timelines will often offer quicker relief to victims of impersonation, defamation, and misinformation, while also limiting public exposure to scams and manipulated narratives. For women and other vulnerable groups, the mandatory swift takedown of morphed or non-consensual content strengthens protection and increases accountability for platforms that host abusive materials. At the democratic level, these measures aim to curb deepfake propaganda, safeguard electoral integrity, and prevent the rapid spread of misinformation during sensitive or high-stake events. More broadly, the framework seeks to rebuild digital trust by encouraging responsible AI innovation and compelling platforms to invest in stronger safety and detection systems. However, concerns remain. Critics argue that over-compliance could result in excessive censorship, and smaller platforms may struggle to meet the strict 2 to 3 hour takedown deadlines. There are also fears that automated detection tools might mistakenly block legitimate content and that defining what qualifies as harmful material could become contentious. Ultimately, the challenge will lie in striking a balance between regulation and innovation. In the bigger picture, India is positioning itself among nations actively regulating AI-driven misinformation. As synthetic media grows more sophisticated, the regulatory approach is shifting from reactive to preventive, sending a clear message to tech platforms: if AI can create harm in seconds, responsibility must respond in minutes. Artificial intelligence is not the villain, deception is. With mandatory labels, faster takedowns and stricter liability norms, the government aims to restore a simple but powerful digital principle. What you see should not be allowed to deceive you. From February 2026, the age of anonymous deepfakes may face its biggest reality check yet. Because in a world where anything can look real, transparency might be the most important innovation of all. And in case you paid attention to the visuals, yes, we used AI to create an advisory on AI. Call it poetic or call it a proof that problem isn't the tool, but the intent behind it. AI did not break trust, misused it. It isn't the villain, it just needs responsibility, transparency, and a little adult supervision.